When my skin is dead, or my sickness fills the air,
Be careful.
in my silent final prayer, my heart is yours if your body creeps, and your broken bones are fears. No matter the years,
I said that's what I'm talking about.
my heart is yours.
The Bradley family has a rich history here in this breathtaking place along the shores of this beautiful and nostalgic lake, which makes being here in this place especially meaningful. Tess and Clay, this is your day.
I don't have my vows.
Well, anyone seen some vows?
Rookie mistake.
It's all of our first time.
Yeah.
Like Douglas Lake.
Pull. Anybody else want
My heart is yours if your body creeps, and your broken bones are fears. No matter the years.
Although this may not be the wedding experience that you had planned for in northern Michigan, I hope and think in many ways this intimate family wedding, you'll look back on it and it'll be even more special and meaningful.
Clay William Thomas. I prayed for you before I met you. I prayed you'd be kind and humble. I prayed you'd value faith and that you'd love me in an unconditional, selfless way that grew my heart. And then on that cold Michigan night in November, you walked into that Grand Rapids Apartments for Friendsgiving, and all of my prayers were answered.
I do think bringing you together was God's plan all along. Otherwise, why would Tessa's schedule have changed at the last minute to allow her to attend the Friendsgiving?
I was in awe of you that night, and as we stand here to commit our lives to one another, under God, I'm even more in love with you than I ever knew was possible. 2 months ago, on a Friday just like this one, I looked at you and told you that my heart was calling me to go help the people of New York during this pandemic. You could have told me no. You could have told me that I was crazy or it was an absurd thing to do, but you didn't. Instead, you told me, I don't want you to go. But it would be selfish of me to not let you give those people that need love and care the love and care they need. I know watching me walk away when we got to the airport 3 days later must have broke your heart. But you still let me go. That's the kind of love you give me.
You look amazing. I don't want to step on your dress. Yeah, you look beautiful. Oh my God. Good touch on the
I cannot wait to do this life with you. And if I had 1,000 lifetimes, I would search for you until I found you. Every time so that we could do this all over again.
I'll never forget the day we met. I fell for you immediately. It's gonna be rough. But not even in my wildest dreams could I have imagined the way that you were gonna enrich my life. You have the best heart of anyone I've ever met. You light up every room you walk in, and everyone that knows you is better because of it. It's unbelievable that I get to stand here today and promise myself to my best friend and the person that I love and admire the most in the world. When I look at you, I see the most beautiful, humble, and caring person I know, but I also see home. I see the rest of my life. Thank you for loving me the way you do. We've seen some highs and some lows, but either way we come out stronger. Thank you for loving me even when it's hard for me to love myself. Love is at the core of who you are, and I see these vows not only as a promise, but as a privilege, because I get to spend the rest of my life loving you and leading our family. I love you.
There's magic in the hour before the day is found. There's something about the mountains, the way I see them now. Something about the light, how it dances through my mind. Something peaceful about the way.
And Clay, I'm proud of you in more ways than you can possibly realize. It's now your responsibility to protect and cherish Tess forevermore. Remember, it's your duty to love her unconditionally as Christ loves the church. Now, with the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church, which required me to spend 1 minute online and $29 to become ordained, I'm very proud to, for the very first time, present to you Mr. and Mrs. Clay Thomas. You may now kiss the
Just thinking about what would have been the wedding would have been spectacular, and you guys had grand visions, and it will be beautiful next year. But I just, to your point, I cannot imagine a more touching and intimate setting than what we've got here. So it's been special, from just the fun and getting ready to the whole day today, and God bless you both. I mean, there was no stress. You just rolled with the punches, did what we had to do, and everything was just awesome.
And thank you, entire Bradley family, for hosting us and creating the most idyllic wedding imaginable. John spoke to this, but this is just the ceremony that y'all were meant to have in this season, and can't wait to continue celebrating. You all know that there's a lot more than meets the eye to the boot-wearing, handsome Kansan. Couldn't be happier for the both of you. You're going to build a wonderful family together, and it's a joy to be here celebrating with you today and in every season that we'll get to enjoy down the road.
Clay, I know I don't have to tell you this, but you just married the absolute best girl in the world. Tess is the kind of sister who lights up every room that she enters, whether she is in her cow suit or not. The kind of sister whose selfless caring for others inspires me to be a better person. I cannot wait to see you guys continue to grow as a couple And I just want you guys to enjoy every single bit of this adventure because it will be the greatest one that you guys ever go on.
You guys have all heard, I mean, I grew up fishing on this lake, and it's where we're going to retire. So it just makes this that much more special. So Tess and Clay, we're just so happy and honored and just can't wait for a lifetime of love. So with that, let's have a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Thomas.